Our beautiful Arizona skies give us sharp, clear views of the stars, but we didn't really start seeing them until 25 years ago.
Yet today marks 23 years since the launch of the Hubble Space Telescope. U of A played a major role in helping the Hubble look into space. 9 News Side's Craig Smith has more on how the Hubble helped us find the beauty in space. Craig.
Well, Stella, the Hubble can look deep into space and see galaxies, stars, and planets with deep detail. Scientists use what they see to help them understand the universe. But non-scientists love what the Hubble shows them. And some of them learn to love science, too.
Roll program. Roger, roll, Discovery.
It has been 25 years since the Space Shuttle Discovery lifted off.
The deploy activity so far is going very smoothly.
Then set free a spacecraft that would bring space closer to us than ever before.
Hubble images have really grabbed people, and not just scientists, but everybody is interested.
Professor Roger Thompson led a team of U of A scientists working with the Hubble. Space scientists were disappointed with Hubble's first pictures. The optics were made wrong. About 3 years later, astronauts basically gave the Hubble new eyeglasses, then installed something from Thompson's team at U of A that gave the scope new power. This giant box this astronaut is maneuvering, that's your baby.
Right. And so that receives the light from the Hubble Space Telescope, and with various optics, then puts it on our imaging detectors, and that way we can take images, pictures of what we are seeing.
That U of A device can see what our eyes cannot. Light from very deep space is invisible infrared by the time it reaches Earth. But what U of A put on the Hubble could see that light and see back almost to the start of the universe. Hubble's images will have an impact on science long after more powerful telescopes go to work. 25 years after launch, Hubble's pictures from space are still inspiring students to go into science, like U of A student Allison McGraw. Do you remember the first Hubble image you saw and how it affected you?
I think the first one I really paid attention to was the image of Jupiter. And to see not only the Great Red Spot, but hundreds of hurricanes that just litter the atmosphere.
Now, new at 6, we'll talk about how tech from the Hubble could help your life and how astronomy in general helps the Arizona economy.
And Craig, this is pretty amazing. You were actually there 25 years ago when the Hubble telescope launched.
I was. I dug into my garage and found a few artifacts, kind of historical artifacts. These, I don't know if you can, you have to go really close. These are the press credentials of that time. It was STS-31.
What is STS?
STS stands for Space Transportation System.
Okay.
For you trivia fans. And here's another example of, this wasn't actually from the Hubble launch mission, but this is actually the cover of the National Press Photographers magazine, and this was a day where they rolled the shuttle out to check connections on the launch pad right after the Challenger accident.
Where are you?
And I'm right there.
Watching.
My photographer is right here with 1980s style equipment.
What an experience. How many of these have you been to?
You know, I don't have an exact count, somewhere between 40 and 50, and when I worked in Houston, I was at the first shuttle. I saw the first shuttle launch, but there you're watching it via monitors because the launch is actually floating.
Hey, a lot of us can't say we've even been to one, so thank you, Craig.